It is the 23rd day of April, the year 2026. On the broadcast tonight.
Tensions ease between ODM and UDA through the formation of a new broad-based committee. Opposition alliance faults government over poor performance, accusing it of failing to serve citizens effectively. Voter registration to continue at IEBC offices and Huduma centers as IEBC extends registration period. Narok County residents benefit from Nyota Fund as over 1,000 youths trained on business.
And Samuel Keller is in for the sign language interpretations, and we are also live across all of our social media platforms on YouTube and TikTok. It's KTV News Kenya, and on X it's KTV_Kenya. My name is Ochieng Cynthia, and let's get started. President William Ruto and ODM leader Oburu Odinga have formed a broad-based management committee to oversee the operations of the broad-based government. The committee was established following a meeting between ODM and UDA leaders held at State House, Nairobi. Our political reporter Hassan Lewa has the full details.
Immediately after arriving in the country from his international trip to Italy, President William Ruto reached out to ODM leaders who had been publicly clashing with their UDA counterparts while he was abroad. President Ruto met ODM leaders at State House, Nairobi on Thursday morning. The meeting included ODM party leader Oburu Odinga, ODM National Chairperson Gladys Wanga, and the National Assembly Minority Leader Junet Mohamed. On the UDA side, President Ruto was accompanied by his close allies, including Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, whose DP position ODM has openly expressed interest in, UDA Chairperson Cecilia Mbarire, Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, and the UDA Secretary General Hassan Omar. In a joint statement, ODM and UDA announced the formation of a broad-based management committee to oversee the broad-based government. The committee will include President Ruto and ODM party leader Oburu Odinga, several cabinet secretaries, as well as the majority and minority leaders of both the National Assembly and the Senate. The committee's role will be to synchronize and coordinate the legislative and executive agenda of the broad-based government. The president says that the committee aims to ensure balance, efficiency, and effective service delivery. The meeting between ODM and UDA is intended to cool down the political temperatures between the two parties. Hassan Lewa, KUTV.
In other news, opposition leaders under the United Alternative Alliance have criticized the government's performance during their Meet the People tour in Kutv County. Led by Rigathi Gachagua, the leaders accused the administration of failing to serve citizens effectively, raising concerns over the transfer of teachers' health insurance to the Social Health Authority and alleged harassment of private citizens by organized groups. Kalonzo Musyoka and Eugene Wamalwa echoed the criticism, warning of potential legal and political consequences if the situation persists. The leaders say the nationwide tour will continue to the Coast region as they engage the public on governance and accountability issues.
Nani aliua Gen Z? Nani aliua Gen Z? Nani alisema vijana wapigwe risasi mguu? Nani ameharibu masomo? Mimi nataka kuambia walimu wa Kenya, mimi najua mumeumia kwa hii mambo ya SHA. Mumewekewa capping at 1,200 per day. Hiyo haitoshi hata consultation. Hawezi enda lab, hawezi nunua dawa. Walimu wetu, watu wa heshima.
From politics to health, now nurses working in the mental health sector from across the country have convened in Nanyuki, Laikipia County for a 3-day scientific conference focused on addressing the growing burden of mental health disorders. The forum comes amid rising concern over undiagnosed psychiatric conditions linked to suicide, gender-based violence, substance abuse, and family breakdowns, among other social challenges. On the opening day, participants, joined by Laikipia Deputy Governor Ruben Kamuri, held a procession in Nanyuki town to raise awareness on the importance of early medical intervention for mental health conditions. The conference, running under the theme Integrating Innovations into Mental Health Care for a Resilient Future, will feature research presentations on climate change and mental health, youth mental well-being, and suicide risk among cancer patients.
Today we are here. We came to visit, for a mental health conference here in Nanyuki, where all the 47 counties have gathered to share our challenges and to see how we can help each other in different counties. The expectations here is to learn and know how other people are handling the mental health issues, especially where there are disasters, and also to share them the experience we had in Kilifi County.
And we have very interesting topics this year. Our theme, we are looking at integrating innovations into mental health care for a resilient future. So we want to build a resilient future. Resilience here, we are talking about resilience in the healthcare system, resilience among our healthcare professionals, resilience among the community, because we know the prevalence of mental health or mental health disorders is in the increase, and therefore we need to be able to prepare as a country for our future.
Now, from health, voter registration will continue across the country at Huduma centers and independent electoral and boundaries commission offices for the next 5 months ahead of the 2027 general election. IEBC Commissioner Professor Francis Odhiambo says the move will allow more Kenyans to register, even as the current mass registration exercise ends on the 28th of April and will not be extended due to tight electoral preparation timelines. Speaking in Migori after meetings with stakeholders, Odhiambo emphasized the need for enhanced voter education and urged youths to turn out in large numbers, noting that over 30,000 new voters have already been registered in Migori County.
The registration is going to continue at Huduma centers for the next 5 months, and then also at the registration offices of IEBC. So those who will have not been able to register within the stipulated period can still go ahead and register. Questions about whether we can extend the period of ECVR by a few days, but that may be very difficult to achieve because IEBC is working under a very tight schedule as we approach elections 2027.
Moving on, the Embu County Assembly has passed motions requiring 2 county executive committee members to step aside to allow investigations into allegations of incompetence and violations of the law. Lawmakers approved the suspension of the Land Sec Raymond Kinyua and the Health Sec Jamal Runyenje following claims linked to alleged mismanagement of public land and poor service delivery in the health sector. The Assembly cited concerns over illegal allocation of public land and deteriorating health service, including protest over the state of the Ishara Level 4 hospital, which have previously turned violent. The committee have now been formed to investigate the allegations and are expected to present their findings within 60 days, with MCAs indicating they may pursue impeachment if wrongdoing is confirmed.
You all know that health is life. Maybe we need a manager in the Ishara Hospital. Maybe we need a stable management team. Mr. Speaker, my people died. And Mr. Speaker, close to that million, that matter at hand are very weighty because death has slowly also. And nobody is fighting our very good friend and our very able governor, and nobody is beating Jamal. What we are just saying is that he step aside for the next 2 months. The same CC, Honorable Speaker, and I want to table another document, went ahead, and this one I will say with some clarity, Honorable Speaker, that he went ahead and forged.
Yes, and that story brings us to taking a very fast commercial break. We'll be back with more stories. Do stay tuned.
We are all seen as the Bafana. We are all okay.
Use first persona.
Ndio lazima tukume akili ndio kuna shida akili. Tajiri kuna shida akili kama kume akili ndio kuna shida akili. Mbona na akili? Translate na Kiswahili. Hiyo labda hajaget.
Let me go basi. It looks like you guys don't trust me.
Utokeni hapa. Sana sana wewe Lambo.
Lamborghini SS Orange.
Wanasema kula uhondo kwa taka matendo, na bila shaka matendo yake yakazaa uhondo. Bidii na panda shuka zake zikamfanya awe mwanga wa dunia.
Pauline Care ni mwalimu wa walimu. Nilijua nilikuwa ninataka kufanya kwa mochari.
Nilijitolea kimasomaso, nikasema manake nimeenda shule kama wenzangu wa kiume, nitafanya kazi kadri na uwezo wangu.
Inafika mahali ile game yenye umesema hiyo ndio naenda ku give up na uachane na boxing, ndio unapata WBC.
Fahamu mwanamke huyu kwa utendeti zaidi ukitazama kipindi cha Mwanamke Mwake Mwake. Kila Jumatano saa 2:30 usiku, ukiwa nami Caroline Kimwele.
Welcome back. The National Youth Opportunities Towards Advancement Nyota Project, a 5-year initiative by the government of Kenya, financed by the World Bank, has stretched to over 1,000 Narok County's youths in a 3-day business and entrepreneurial training ahead of grant disbursement of 22,000 Kenyan shillings.
A majority of the youths in Narok County have shown interest in starting a sustainable business, a move that facilitates the high rate of youth unemployment in the country. This has come about due to the Nyota project that trained them on savings, investment, business plans, and skills on being business people and entrepreneurs.
Na siku ya leo unapotuona hapa tumekusanyika kama vijana kutoka maeneo tofauti tofauti, Narok North, hapa Narok Town pia, na tuliapply Nyota ikifanywa advert pale online, na tulisikia tu tukajaribu. Watu wa kwanza waliapply wakapata, kwa hivyo tuliona ni kitu ya ukweli.
Tabitha Mwai shared the impact of the project that has transformed the youth of Narok.
Within the county of Narok, we have trained over 1,000 youth in the business development component. And what we have seen, the youth are quite committed in this area, coming from diverse places which are quite different. And during the training, they have really learned and committed to starting businesses. Even the ones we trained in the first component, most of them, if not 98%, really started their businesses, and we've been mentoring them throughout the month. And for the new component, they're very eager to learn, and we are hopeful they are also going to start businesses that are going to be sustainable.
Additionally, a handful of the youths expressed their confidence in the initiative, mentioning the positive impact it has on local youths, especially of starting and running a sustainable business, as they dismiss the critics.
Unapotuona siku ya leo mahali hapa, tulialikwa tukuje training hapa Lenana, na tunapata training mzuri sana kwa sababu tunapata maadili mapya hapa. Walimu wetu wanatufunza vitu mapya kuhusu biashara.
Yangu nimepangia kuongeza stock kwa biashara yangu. Mimi nafanya biashara ya nguo, nauza nguo za watoto na za wasichana.
Despite the progress of the Nyota project in Narok, many critics question the government with concerns over limited transparency and accountability in the fund use, the risk of mismanagement through corruption, and if Kenyans will pay for the grants in the future, making it a double-edged sword project. Phyllis Wanja, KUTV.
Thank you, Phyllis. Now, Kenyatta University hosted the 5th International Students' Cultural Day, bringing together diplomats, students, and university leadership to celebrate global diversity. The event featured cultural performances and exhibitions promoting intercultural exchange while highlighting the vibrant international student community in the campus.
And Miss KU international students.
Diplomats and university leaders convened at Kenyatta University for the 5th International Students' Cultural Day, where diverse cultures were showcased through performances and exhibitions, reinforcing the institution's commitment to global engagement and inclusivity.
Please give a nice round of applause to our hosts.
While standing in for the acting Deputy Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Caroline Thurua said the Cultural Day fosters unity and deeper intercultural understanding among students. She emphasized the university's commitment to inclusivity, noting such platforms strengthen global partnerships, celebrate diversity, and enrich the academic and social experiences of the international student community.
This theme quite aptly captures why we are here today, to celebrate our unity and strength in diversity. Kenyatta University has opened her gates to the whole world, and as a result, we have many international students and staff among us. This is deliberate, since internationalization is embedded in the Kenyatta University Strategic and Vision Plan 2023-2027.
The guest speaker, who is the head of political press and information section delegation of the European Union to Kenya, Dr. Christina Boria, speaking at the event, highlighted the role of cultural exchange in building stronger global partnerships. She noted that universities are key spaces for nurturing dialogue and understanding, and encourage students to celebrate diversity while using intercultural experiences to promote peace, collaboration, and inclusive development worldwide.
And I encourage you to go on this path if you have not experienced it yet. Sometimes even within our own countries, we can experience the diversity. In my case, I can guarantee it was life-changing. It was what brought me to be a diplomat, what brought me to be a European.
The student leaders say the university continues to create an enabling environment for cultural expression and student engagement, noting that such initiative reflects its commitment to inclusion and supporting international students in integrating fully into campus life.
Kenyatta University is the only university, public university celebrating this day in Kenya. We are very, very proud to celebrate our diversity. We have over 800 international students in Kenyatta University and over 4,000 partners globally. Our footprint is large and we don't take that for granted, and our brand name really does sell us.
But by the shared purpose, dreams and destiny of International Students' Day. It is more than a celebration, but it is a recognition of diversity and a reaffirmation that our differences are not divisions but strengths.
And a very privileged opportunity that is given to Kenyatta University international students to get an opportunity to come and showcase their culture. And as our theme said, this event, we are doing it under the unity in diversity, where we are coming to celebrate and embrace our international identity.
Kenyatta University Cultural Showcase reaffirmed its global outlook, positioning students at the heart of international engagement, where shared experiences continue shaping tomorrow's interconnected world. Edna Nerea, Kutv, Nairobi.
And to sports, Manchester City continued their charge towards the Premier League with the title victory at Turf Moor to move Pep Guardiola's side top of the table, leveled on points with second place Arsenal, and relegate Burnley back to the Championship. Haaland struck just 5 minutes in at subdued Turf Moor as City ended Arsenal's 200-day reign at the summit of English Premier in what is shaping out to be a two-horse race with only 5 games to go. That is how we wrap it up here at KUTV Primetime News at 9. I hope it has been informative. Our sign language interpreter has been Sami Okello, and on the TX we have just major incredible talents. We have Levi and we have Matata alongside Lucy on the digital. My name is Ochieng Cynthia. Till next time, do have a lovely night.